Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me, Babs?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, that's fantastic. Welcome to Follow Everton. I've got Mr. Mabsy with me today. Mr. Mabsy, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, all good, all good. Just nervous for the game because it's like a win is a must. It's a draw. We just can't draw, can we? Or yeah, can't draw. Gotta win.
Well, Sean Dyche said every game is a must-win, Mabsy. He said it's not just necessarily Bournemouth. He treats every game like it's a must-win. Do you feel that is the case with what you've seen?
Not particularly. The last game, the Luton game, he played too defensively for my liking.
Hmm.
When we're playing at home against Luton, I think you just go all out. You know what you needed to do there. I think, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Who we'd like to see, but yeah, I just feel that it's another missed opportunity at home, to another a rival, and
Yeah.
you know what? I think I said to this today. So I kind of was chatting to the assistant manager for Luton. I think over the summer he's a scouser, as well documented, and actually a great Evertonian. And he said to me in a bar off Penny Lane when we're chatting to him, and he said, "I quite fancy getting 4 points, taking 4 points from Everton," and that shocked me. Not in the fact that no respect to Luton, but I think it shocked me in the respect that how far we've actually fallen for
Yeah.
Luton to even think about getting 4 points off us. You know what I mean? And his predictions is coming true. And I said it to you today, I can see, at the end of the season, potentially him getting six now. A 6 pointer. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely nuts that we are talking this early on in the season that every game's a must win.
Yeah. Is your electric meter run out?
No, the hives just it's on sensors, so
Oh my god,
wow.
it's gonna be coming on and off during the
No,
stream.
no, hang on. I'll leave it on. I'll just sort that out. Bear with me
I
for
mean, you
one
made a
second.
good couple of points there. Welcome to the comment, by the way. I do see you there. Make sure you give us a thumbs up as well. I like the video. It's really important. Come to comment shortly. Dyche said, he was asked, you said we played too defensively against Luton, and Dyche was actually asked about this. And he said that he wasn't defensive. He had four players, attacking players. He was listing like Decore, Harrison. He was like saying we were playing attacking, and our XG is superb. And it kind of indicating that there's no reason to change it. When he's probed about the two strikers, he's going, well, both of them, are used to playing as a sole striker, supported by a midfielder or two number eights. And the kind of the way it comes across is like they can't play together. They won't play together, more like. Garner's going to find his home on the wing. This is something I'm going to come to in a moment, but they won't play together.
Yeah.
We are playing attacking football. What did you make of all of
that? Another Southern manager. Have we had enough of Southern managers that if things aren't working, can we actually, if things aren't, change it for a change? You know what I mean? We don't seem to want to change. He changed the winning side from the Villa, and then he's just made it worse. I would love to see better. I tell you what, then prove us wrong. Prove us wrong by putting Beto and Calvert-Lewin up front then together, and let's see.
Is my internet connection okay, by the way?
It keeps freezing.
Okay, let me do something about it now. I think it's this bedroom. Bear with this office. Right. Give me one sec.
Okay.
Keep waffling on a sec.
Yeah. So, as I say, why not? Why not give it a go? Because at the end of the day, that's what the people want to see. And again, Garner should be in central. I don't buy this crap of the wing being a winger. Put him on. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be brutally honest. Gay is, I like Gay. I've met him a few times, but again, how is he getting a game?
He's important,
You know what I'm
actually.
saying? Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, you've cut out again. He's completely frozen, so it is down to me. Right, so what I'll do is quickly just get a few of the comments up. Harrison will be fit enough to start this game, so Garner won't be needed on the right. Okay, well, again, so put him on central. Garner needs to be in the middle of the park, and he's only midfield that we've got to pick a pass up. Thank you. That's what, yeah, I again, got to agree with that. On Dyche, again, he went on and on about the same story again. And I think as well, he kicked off over it, didn't he? Because who said that? Who said that? A few people. Well, it's not a few people. It's the fans that, us are saying it. So to be all defensive about it, it's just absolutely, again, another stubborn manager that we've got, haven't we? The sooner Dyche has gotten, the better.
Is this any better, or is it just as bad?
Just as bad, right? You're absolutely just like frozen. Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me.
So I'll just continue with the comments with totally agree. Garner would be one of my first names on the team sheet in right position. Though not in his right position through centre mid, Mr. Blue Skies. Lads, we're falling to bits again. Gay went off and Garner went into the mid. Lads, we fell a bit. Okay. Yeah, Ryan, you're frozen. Normally say he's got to go, but we can afford to sack him. And sad days, I don't fancy asking 7-7 for another sub. I mean, that's actually an interesting point. Actually, can we sack him if we wanted to? I'm just benevolent at this point in time. But who's actually in control of the club? Because while the deal's going through, technically it's not Mashiri or Kenshite. And then 7-7 can't sack him because they don't own the club. So who's actually there to sack him? And then Mr. Blue Skies personally would play Garner and Onana, and then Garner behind the striker, drop Decore.
Is this terrible?
No, this is fine.
Is this working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going back, I know you've done some comments there. I didn't quite see them. I didn't like the arrogance that Sean Dyche displayed when he was asked about James Garner. He said some people are the journalist said some people are asking about James Garner playing on the wing, and Dyche went, some people who, which small amount of people, jumped on him straight away. And I thought, and then when he found out it was the fans who were saying that, he kind of piped down. Yeah. But I thought, it's obviously the fans. Who else is going to be saying that?
Of course it isn't. And then is that him being out of touch and stubbornness again by not even knowing what the fans want? I've just said there, right? Why sort your internet out? I just said, if we wanted to sack him, can we actually sack him? Because Mashir and Kenshite, who's actually in charge? Because they won't change anything because obviously this deal's going through allegedly, and then 7-7 can't sack him because they're not in charge. So who's actually in charge?
I think it's the director of football.
Yeah, but no one can sack him, can he? Because at the end of the day, then that would prove significant. Obviously another few million to spend out to sack him, which again, I think Mr. Blue Sky, I think someone said, can we actually afford to sack him? I don't want another sub from 7-7-7. So yeah, so who's in control? And raises a valid point until this takeover happens or collapses. We're up shit creek without a paddle, really.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at some of my other notes he from the press conference, there wasn't a lot. He's kind of textbook stuff, isn't it? Where he says he rolls it off. He said XG's really high, kind of indicating doesn't need to change an awful lot, but we actually need to score the goals and change the story. He uses the story and the noise as two keywords for him. He said it was good for DCL to score. He said his all-round performance was really good against Brighton away last season. Hasn't quite reached the levels yet, but as 3-3 is fantastic for him, and there's competition for places. He was asked, are they under pressure? Obviously, we're at the bottom of the league again. third straight season running. I mean, it is deplorable, really. He said there's always pressure at Everton. He's been 500 games as manager, and he's always had pressure. For me, I'd want him to say, yeah, we're under massive pressure. We're at the bottom of the league again. We've got really good players, and we're not delivering, and I'm accountable for it just as much as anyone. But he's not going to put himself under the bus. In none of the news, no, that Mabsy, he said Branthwaite is about to sign a new contract. I think we were aware of that as well.
Yeah,
but that's fantastic news, isn't it?
That's positive. He's definitely one for the future. You know, we'd be a fool. Well, this is Everton we're talking about to actually just let him go. So yeah, that's absolutely positive. I mean, that's the only thing really positive at this present moment in time that you can be. Yeah, isn't it?
He's a 6'5", left-footed centre half. You know, he's playing exceptionally well. He was only on £750,000 a year previously, and now he's going to be trebling his wages at least, probably to around, I imagine, £50,000-60,000 a week. So he's going to be earning a lot more money. I think it makes sense for the player because he's on a 3-year contract effectively. He's got this year, next year, and the club had an extension for another year. So he was on a 3-year deal, and his agent's probably saying, well, look, Everton could dig their foot in here, and they could keep you on a 3-year contract, and you know you'd only be earning this much money, or you can sign a big deal, and you know when your time comes, because you're only young, you'll still have plenty of time for a move anyway. Sign the contract, take the 2-3 million, get paid what you due now, and you know we'll look at it. And if you go, Everton get a big fee, and if you go, you'll only be going on to bigger and better things. But hopefully you'll be able to achieve them at Everton.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dice said it's close. Trevor, Dice said it's close. Team news for you guys. Nothing much to report for this game against Bournemouth. Andre Gomez is touch and go in the squad. Seamus Coleman is not quite there yet. I'm thinking possibly after this international break, he'll be back. And also, finally, Delhi was kind of ridden over. I don't know whether there's something sus going on there because it's just convenient, and maybe he'll come fit when we've got 7 games till January to give him a run for 6 matches, see how he does, and then they're
trying to renegotiate that, aren't they, with Spurs? But also, I think Spurs are going to be obviously stand firm on it, and yeah, I think you're right. He probably will be coming, and then he's in the shop window, isn't he? Yeah.
Very cynical, very, very cynical, isn't it? Way of looking at things. So, Mabs, that's the team news. There's not an awful lot there. Last time we played Bournemouth, of course, we won 1-0. Doucouré scored the legendary goal, and that's actually the last time we won a game at home. 4 games at home since, all defeats. It is tepid. It is dire. The football's diabolical. The atmosphere is it's sad. I don't know quite how to describe it. It's just apathetic, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've seen a lot of tickets available for this game. I think everyone's just again tired already. We're tired of this campaign. And you know what? We as fans just need to get behind them. And I know I for one not going to complain about the atmosphere at Goodison, because at the end of the day, that's a symptomatic thing of the Premier League. It isn't Goodison Park just being quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's a symptomatic of every single Premier League game that you go to. Even the shite, everyone goes on about their atmosphere being the fucking best. It's not. It is still dire. Absolutely. You know, they're too busy on the iPads and iPhones to even give a shit about the game.
I feel like we need early goal, settle the nerves, get the crowd going, and then we can comfortably win. The problem is we're not getting the early goal. The games are going on. You know the fans are frustrated because they're sick of shit, because we've been through the mill and back 30 years of not doing anything. I'm talking about in this very short term, it's been unbearable, really, in these last 3 years. I've never seen anything like it in my near 30 years of supporting this club. But you know, so get on the players' back. They'll get frustrated if things don't go well. So we need a good tackle, a goal, ideally, and to settle some nerves. And you hit the nail on the head, Mavsy. It's not just at Everton; it's other grounds as well. But you get a lot more happy clappers at the other grounds, content with possibly the situations. And you'd look at it as the away games. We should be going away from home and stifling teams and trying to silence the crowd early and win those games. But the home games, I think, when we've got to take the onus on us, we just don't know how to do it.
We need to create Goodison as a fortress once again. Back in the day, 3 or 4 years ago, it was a fortress. Teams was free to come to Goodison. And as I say, you look at, I'm just going to use Luton as an example again. Luton came into that game. Allegedly, I don't know how true it is. I think the coach took a wrong term and just thought, what a shithole this place is. And you think, that's fucking rich. We've fucking been to Luton. Look, your ground is sandwiched into between houses. What's that? Quite literally, you go through a house to get into your away end. So, honestly, are you taking the piss?
We lost. We lost to an airport without a football stadium managed by a couple of blues.
Yeah, a couple of toffees. Yeah. And, Rob Edwards and Richie Calder, absolutely, really nice people. I've never met Rob Edwards, but I've met Rich and what he says.
Rob Edwards said he expected to win 2-1. Expected to win that match. Said that arrogant, but others would say, he's exposed Everton and stopped us playing.
As I said, that was in the summer. I heard quite literally from the horse's mouth. They were coming in confident in the summer. So that just shows you we haven't changed. You know what I mean? Right,
Mavs,
frozen again.
I can always see you crystal clear. So I don't know what's going on. I think I need an extension.
I'll quite literally buy my Wi-Fi, so that's probably why. But you can only beat the dog in front of you so long before it gives up. They offer you Castor. And again, what is wrong with Castor? I don't understand. Again, I've got no issues with Castor. It's a local company. I'm not going to say it's a Liverpool. Obviously, it's from over the water. But you know what? I don't understand.
Isn't that shocking?
Oh, he's gone again. So I don't. Again, this is the thing I don't understand with Castor. Is what's everyone's problem with it? At the end of the day, I think it's better than Hummel. They sponsor England cricket as well. I don't understand where we're going to get the likes of Under Armour or Nike coming in when at the present moment in time we've got to be realistic. Don't care about all these cliches like take the onus and grab the game by the scruff of the neck and all this nonsense platitudes. We just need to put the ball in the net and as we get our chances. Absolutely. Right, would you start Beto and DCL up front?
Probably not.
Really?
Is the internet that bad? Because I'll switch device.
It keeps cutting out, to be fair, but you're okay at this present moment.
About it, I'm sorry.
You've gone again, I think. Yeah.
No, I'm here, but I'm going to switch device.
Right. Okay. Cool. You can't blame the players who are playing out of position in the natural positions. Whoa. A little bit of feedback there.
Oh,
right. Okay. To be honest with you, that's far better. That's even sharper on stuff like that,
I know, but I shouldn't have to use my phone. Plus, I can't plug my mic in.
Yeah, the sound's awful quality. No offense, like.
So the sound is diabolical, but you can hear me.
You can hear your sounds tinny, but yeah, with sound.
Ah, God. Right, I'll sort it for the next stream.
Sounds. It sounds okay.
I don't know whether to use the iPad, get an external mic, a camera. I don't know whether you could possibly just use the iPad Air and run it all through that. Where to go?
I've got traditional wire. I've got 3.5 plug on my iPad, and it
never fails. £55 a month for 500 megabytes per second internet, so I could do this YouTube channel, and I can't even.
Mine's 100 meg for like 30 quid or something, I think.
But it's okay now.
Yeah,
My pitch
absolutely.
better.
Your picture better. We can hear you, but it's just a little bit tinny. But we'll go ahead with the sound. Don't worry about it.
Okay. You'll have to deal with the tin can. So Bournemouth. I mean, you asked me about whether we should go 4-4-2.
Mm-hmm.
The worry there is that we just get overloaded in midfield. So what about doing a 4-4-2 diamond? Because then Garner can kind of tuck in off that right hand side. McNeil could possibly tuck in off that left hand side, and you can still have, or you could have Onana and you could have Decore at the tip of it, and Garner at the base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as I say, I think it's worth a shot. At the end of the day, though, is Dyche too stubborn to change it? He won't do it. Let's be honest.
No, he's not going to change.
No way.
Same team.
No way. So, yeah.
It'll be the exact same team that played against Luton.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be a massive, massive fume. But I would put James Garner in midfield. And this is the thing, Mabsy, though. We lost control of that Luton game when we took Idrissa Gana Gueye off.
I mean, we've got, what's the case called? Who should be starting now, shouldn't he? I've completely, one we got from Leeds. He's been injured. What's his name? Got on loan from Leeds.
Harrison.
Talking about Jack Harrison. Yeah, there we go. Added a bit of a blip there. We've got Jack Harrison. He should be fit to be coming in, starting the game as well. So that's right. You put Garner in the centre.
But that's it. Do the pros outweigh the cons? I'm cautious there, and what I'm saying is, you're talking about dropping one of the midfielders. Okay, let's just say people want Idrissa Gana Gueye dropped. Right, Idrissa Gana Gueye dropped, and then Jack Harrison comes in right midfield. James Garner goes into central midfield. But we lost control of the game when Garner Gueye came off. We had no one who can win the ball back, and Bournemouth are just going to play counter.
Yeah,
they're going to do the same thing. And if we've got no one who can win the ball back,
so Sheffield would drop Onana.
Onana and Garner can win the ball back, but you've seen Idrissa Gana Gueye's the highest, got the most ball recoveries in the division this season.
Okay, and the Blues think a 3-4-3: Pickford, Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Mikolenko, Patterson, Garner, Onana, McNeil, Harrison, DC and Danjuma. That's what probably is going to be something along those lines, isn't it?
No, Mabsy, I genuinely think he'll stick with the same team that played Luton.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any temptation to go back to a 5-back and bring Keane in?
No.
It worked against Villa, but then you could argue, that's to pin onto Villa to stop them playing out through us, and they're not going to do that, Bournemouth. They're just going to sit back, soak it up, and hit us with the pace on the counter-attack, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, Keane is just a no. I don't want Keane anywhere near the squad, so never mind the starting again. Not a chance. He is just got that mistake in him that's going to cost us a goal and cost us a game potentially.
Okay, so my two changes are going to be Nathan Patterson at right back. Young is getting dropped for me, although Nikolenko wasn't that good in the last match against Luton. Can't do anything either. But I'll go for Patterson at right back, and then I'll put James Garner in midfield and bring in Jack Harrison. But Jack Harrison was bad against Luton,
But at the end of the day, though, he needs game time.
Well, where's the Danjuma fit in all this? You're talking about a quality player who scores goals and he can't get anywhere near it.
Well, yeah.
What about Danjuma? What about Decore deeper with Onana or James Garner? No, it's not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to happen. The thing is, Mabsy, if the manager can't get it right now, then he's got to go, in my opinion, because he's got a fully fit squad. He's got two really good strikers there, and Chimiti pushing them on. He's got Jack Harrison, Danjuma, and McNeil for the wide options. All three of them are good in their own right. And then he's got options in midfield where he goes for Decore, Onana, James Garner. Andre Gomez is back fit now. Well, he's touch and go, but he's in and around it. He's got his options there. He's got a capable left-footed centre half, although he's a bit bullied by Luton. You know, he's shown that he can deal with things in general. If he can't get a tune at them against Bournemouth, and we lose to Bournemouth, and then we go to Anfield, and he doesn't get a result, I think he should go. And the only justification for keeping him would be, we can't keep sacking managers. We can't keep sacking managers. Could you imagine if you were in a restaurant and every time you went in there, the meal was terrible and they got a new chef? And then they've hired 4 chefs who weren't that good at their job. And they said, well, we can't keep sacking the chef. We can't keep sacking chefs.
Yeah, but I think that's not a true comparison. At the end of the day, we're keeping the staff, aren't we?
It's a bad analogy. It was a failure. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Did you see what I said after the Luton game? I was absolutely livid. I didn't get a chance. I was beyond inconsolable. I shredded them to bits, and I couldn't bear it when Dyche said that the players played well in today's press conference with XG, because we didn't play well.
No.
The defending of those set pieces was apathetic, and you know, some of them, because you could see down in the park end, obviously you could see that Mikalenko had a man stood behind him ready to nod it in, to kick it in, and he did.
Have you seen that comment?
We can't afford the meal.
Brilliant.
Not without the meerkats.
No, not without the meerkat discount.
Can't do much without the meerkat.
No, but as I say, bargain basement. We're in. That's what we're in. Bargain basement, and I just can't see it getting any better with 777. They'll strip the assets. I think the last asset will be the Fulham final, Bramley Moore to go to, and then we'll just rent our stadium, and then won't be able to capitalise on any concerts. You know, it'll all go to them or whoever buys the stadium. Just it's unbelievable the situation we're in, and I don't see the Premier League stopping it.
No, I am. Brown envelopes getting passed around as well.
I mean, if we lose against Bournemouth, at least we've got the option of asking for a replay.
Just on that, because the viewers want us to bring some tactical knowledge here. Just because I can actually move my phone to the side here. It's not ideal. I do apologise about this setup. It's outrageous. Although, good news is Robbie's got a professional mic now, so he's going to sound absolutely wonderful when he's on. Bournemouth results. We should talk about this, shouldn't we? We should talk about this. The last game they played, let's be honest here, Matty, they're in the bottom 3. They're actually below us, which is not necessarily a good thing because that means guaranteed defeat. They're below us. They've not actually won a game this season, Bournemouth. Oh, it's anyone with half a brain.
Writing's on the wall, isn't it? Just Everton in it. As you go. Have you seen that comment there? Parking. Something like he's laid down in Fort Knox. Also the gold wallpaper.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. We've got a little bit of humour to this because otherwise you'd end up crying, wouldn't you?
I think your setup's fab, Mabsy. You used to sit down the bottom, didn't you? You've moved up slightly.
Well, I've got the stand now.
Can you tilt it down a little bit? Yeah, that's quality.
Mm-hmm.
You sound good, you look good, and you've got a good wallpaper. Can I borrow some of that actually to do my Christmas presents in a couple of months?
Yeah, feel free. Yeah.
Just strip it off. You'll be gone anyway.
I mean, at least it's not in a kitchen.
Yeah, because you'd need to get a new one of them, and you wouldn't want to spend on that.
Well, I'd say at least it's not in a cold kitchen.
Where there's some private jokes going on here, as you can tell. Bournemouth have actually. I've just found a Pokemon card sat next to me. Letter of encouragement. Maybe Sean Dyche needs to dish these out before the match on Saturday. Where Bournemouth have actually not won a game this season. Conceded 50. I've got a -10 goal difference. Conceded 15 goals, so they've conceded more goals than us, and scored less goals than us. And
you're gonna write this right now.
Out of the last 5, sorry, Mabsy, lost 2, drawn 2, and then they lost. So
It sounds to me like Everton hold my beer.
What do we do to cause them problems? I mean, they lost to Arsenal in the last match. They lost to Brighton. In fairness, these are difficult games where they probably wouldn't be expected to get anything anyway. They did beat Stoke. They drew with Chelsea, but Chelsea haven't been particularly impressive this season. They lost to Brentford, I think. I know they drew with Brentford, who are a little bit Jekyll and Hyde. They lost to 10-man Liverpool, of course, and they drew with West Ham on the opening day. So you'd imagine the expectation is on us to win. In the real world,
of course it is, because we're with a team at home where we should be winning home games, or should be at least trying to win home games. Of course the expectations are on us. Of course it is, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, I'll just put that up. Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, this is a classic one from the olden days, isn't it? Do you remember that, Matt?
No. Oh, yeah, Pidgey, wasn't it, or something? The start one, yeah. Fucking hell. Why have you got Pokemon cards?
Oh, I've got some. More chance of that scoring a goal, and it's a piece of paper than better at the moment. What can we do to try and settle him down? I mean, he seems to possess all the attributes that we want in the centre forward, but missed a really good chance against Luton, the header which went over the bar when James Garner nodded it back across goal, and it would have been easier to score. And he's getting a lot of chances. Going through and getting slipped. I like what we're doing. We're slipping the strikers in. Calvert-Lewin's getting goals, running in behind defences. Not seen that in a little while. No. It's not just crosses. Mind you, we didn't cross the ball for the first 45 minutes against Luton for some reason. It was like they were allergic to trying to cross it.
Have you noticed we've gone from going back to Pickford all the time to basically just booting it across the pitch, side to side? We still don't know the meaning of going forward. I baffled.
So this is it. So what is the tactic against Bournemouth? Because when we played them at home, it took a worldy goal to get through them. They were very hard to break down. They got everyone behind the ball, and it was a fluke goal. Decore will score. He's not going to score that again. You can, mind you, you could what? I think the DCL miss a header 5 minutes in. Well, yeah, in fairness, we did cross the ball, but I didn't think the chance creation was very good. And Mabsy's right, we did just launch it forward to and hit and hope. Became hit and hope, didn't it, when we went 4-4-2?
Yeah, I mean, it's at this point, I mean, I shouldn't even be saying this. How many games are we in? just 7. 7 games in, I'm defeated and tired and jaded already. It's nuts, isn't it?
We need to do something positive, and I think the positive things possibly would be not playing Garner on the wing, would be playing Patterson at right back with a license to get forward and let's get to the byline and actually deliver some crosses from areas which are disruptive for defenders where they've got their back to their own goal, rather than taking these early crosses where the defenders are all set and they just hit the first man or get lofted at the back post or lofted into the 6-yard box for the keeper to catch. Why don't we get in behind the defence of Bournemouth? And if they play too deep that we can't get them behind, why don't we knock it around them and take a shot from the edge of the box? And try and break the lines.
Here's a depressing thought for you.
Mate, we're absolutely fucked. We've played no one. We've played Luton, we've played Wolves and Fulham. All of them were crap.
Yeah. That is just.
We could be gone by Christmas, and I think, yeah.
That's a scary prospect to actually say. If we don't win, even if we draw, we're out of it. I can't see. You realistically look at those, right? United need to win. Newcastle will probably win. Chelsea will probably win. Man City definitely will. And Villa, we struggled in the Premier League. I mean, yeah, we won in the cup, but Oh, where have you gone now? God!
How can we break Bournemouth down then? What is the plan? Because even though the teams that you just named that we're going to play against soon, they're going to have more of the ball, and we're going to basically press high up and pin them and try and win the ball back for the turnovers when they've committed loads of bodies at the end of the pitch. You know what I'm saying? So there's more to win the ball back high and turn it over like we did versus Brentford, like we did versus Villa. But Bournemouth, so I actually think we'll have more joy against those teams, even though on paper you'd be shit scared. Whereas when we could play Bournemouth, by the way, I'm not going to Bournemouth. I sold my ticket and working, and the times don't work out too well. But I will be able to see it and do a match reaction from where I am. They're going to sit back and what?
Again, you freezing again, right?
I'm not. I can see you.
You quite literally just froze then, but yeah, needs to review
what can we do to cause them problems?
Actually, get the ball forward, go forward with the ball potentially. More shots, more commitment from the players. Because at the end of the day, they don't seem arsed. If I'm being honest with him.
Our goals this season are coming from mistakes. Defenders put under pressure. What about knocking it in behind into the space and getting the throw in and getting the corner and putting sustained pressure on teams? Or would you see us sit back maybe against Bournemouth and actually let them have the ball?
Well,
and then counter them?
We have been doing that though, haven't we?
TJ Mids got a question. Who comes in as interim? Why would it be interim?
Well, because obviously it'd be up to 777 might want to appoint their guy, wouldn't they? Because they wouldn't want to commit a long-term contract if the team's been taken over.
Rob's saying get Rooney in. Is that the answer?
Get what? Sorry, again, you call them up.
Get Wayne Rooney.
Potentially, yeah. Interim. Peter Duggan said interim will probably be until again Ryan's just frozen out. So that could be a potential caretaker. Are you back with us, Ryan? What are you doing?
Have either got bad Wi-Fi or bad 4G?
Jesus Christ. Well, again, Rob Fulton saying Rainy Belfast. I keep saying it. Dice out, get Rooney in. But again, the play has to be any interim, wouldn't it? Because he's just gone. Okay. Bournemouth play will want the ball anyway. And Trevor just doesn't care who is interim or manager as long as it's not Dyche. And the Blues say give it to Bainesy till the end of the season.
Oh, this is a bloody piss take. This.
Do you want to just finish it there? Because leave it. Yeah.
I think we've covered everything anyway. To be fair, can we get predictions very quickly, please, from those in the comments?
Heart and head situation for me. My heart says 2-1. My head says we lose, but I'm going to go with my heart 2-1. What's yours?
I'm gonna say that we're going to win 1-0, Decore.
Okay, brave.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah.
It'll be a scrappy goal. We'll cling on for dear life, and it'll be something to build on. And then we'll go and lose next week. I need to look something to build on again.
The Blues is thinking with his head. 2-1 Bournemouth.
Shocking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Okay, yeah, just put that up there. Sitting on playing fine. I'm going to throw it there. Always love these videos. Appreciate the work. Yeah, cheers, David. Mr. Blue Skies agrees with you. 1-0. So 1-0. Sorry, draw.
Mate, this is a must win based on the fixtures you showed me. The fact that Bournemouth are a relegation rival cannot take points off us. I think Luton will be gone anyway, and it won't actually matter whether they got the 3 points off us or not in the long term. But if we lose to someone like Bournemouth, we are potentially handing them the points to to stay up and for us to go down. So we've got to win. But if we play with too much pressure and we force it and we rush it and we go long and we play hopeless passes, you know, it'll backfire. We'll get done on the counter and we'll all be leaving by half time. And Bournemouth will be 3-0 up and Dyche will be sacked.
Jesus, it's just a bad state of affairs, isn't it?
But he's got the players. He's got a fully fit squad. And if he can't do it now, there's no excuses. And on that basis, yeah. 3-1 to the Blues from Phil. Rod saying 4-0. Yeah, I agree with that. But is it to Bournemouth? Peter Duggan believes it is.
Fair enough. Let's wrap it up there then.
Yeah. Thank you. You do the honours?
Bear with me.
Where are we? There we go.